Hi! Today I'm going to share my top 5 drugstore products. So when I say drugstore, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are from only drugstores. These are products that you can find either in Target, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore, or they can be products from makeup websites. As long as they're under $10, I consider them as drugstore products. So let's begin. First up, for foundation, I have 2 picks. Both are from the drugstore, the traditional drugstore. The first one is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and it looks like this. And I'm in the shade 857, as you can see. And it's just a great all-around foundation that you can wear every day. It has built-in SPF of factor 20, so that's great for everyday wear. And it just has good coverage. So if you have problematic skin, I think this is a great foundation. On the other hand, if you have relatively good skin, you don't have much of acne or scarring, then I would highly recommend the Maybelline Fit foundation. And I'm in the shade 240. Again, this is an all-round foundation that you can wear on a daily basis just because it has sun protection factor. Here it has an SPF of 18. But this is more for a skin-like appearance. It doesn't have much coverage. I would say the coverage here with this foundation is only sheer to medium. So that's a great pick if you already have a great canvas to begin with. Next up are drugstore concealers. And hands down for concealers and for correctors, I think the LA Pro Girl HD concealers hit the nail. So these are my favorite. These are the 2 shades that I tend to use for concealing, where I have medium beige and yellow corrector. And then I have 2 other correctors, green and orange, for other areas of my face. This product is just great in the sense that it is great coverage, but at the same time it's not drying on the skin, like many of the drugstore concealers. Drugstore concealers are very lightweight, so they don't have much coverage. Or on the other hand, they can be quite drying if they do have coverage. So I think these, the LA Girl ones, are a great medium or a great in-between product where they have all. They have great shades, they have great texture and coverage. At the same time, they also have fantastic finish on the skin. So overall, these are probably the best drugstore concealers, especially for oily, problematic skin. One thing great about these products is that you can also use the deeper shades, such as these, to use them as a contour product, just because they blend so well into the skin. So that's another bonus with this product. Next up are eyeshadows. So without a doubt, I think I have 2 winners. When it comes to individual eyeshadows, I think nothing beats Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So I have quite a few on the palette here on the right for me. So they just have great payoff in terms of pigment, and they're cost effective. I think they're about $6 to $8 to $10 depending on what kind of eyeshadow you get from Makeup Geek. From the traditional drugstore, when it comes to palettes and also the texture of the eyeshadows, I think nothing beats Wet n Wild palettes. So this is the one in Comfort Zone. And I absolutely love these neutral eyeshadows. They're just beautiful in texture and very pigmented. So if I run my hand through that, you can see that. Oops. If I can get one shadow. You can see the payoff. So, oops, I need to take something from here. There you go. You can see the payoff is just brilliant and the texture is very smooth. Then I also have some Wet n Wild palettes that I've deep potted here on the left of my palette. My absolute favorite has to be this section, this tiny palette, which was called, I think, Walking on Eggshells. So that's for eyeshadows. Next up are lipsticks, my favorite. So I have, again, 2 lipsticks. The first one being the Loreal Collection Star, or Star Collection by them. And I have these 3 shades. These are the lipsticks I picked up when I was in India, so these shades may not be available here, not all of them anyway. But the formula is just great. It goes on smooth, that leaves behind a stain, which I personally like. It may not be for everybody, but I like that I don't have to constantly touch up the lipstick. So I love these for that. Second group of lipsticks I love are the Maybelline matte lipsticks. I have 4 of them. They're just great in the formula because they are matte at the same time they're not drying on the lips. So I absolutely love them. But my favorite from these would probably be Divine Wine. And finally, for eyeliners, I have 2 picks again. I have the L'Oreal Kaajal Magique or Magic, and the second one is the Avon Mega Impact Eyeliner. So that's what the 2 look like. And here's what their swatch does. The top one here is the L'Oreal Magique, and the bottom one here is the Avon one. They're both smooth, so therefore they glide on the eyelid without tugging, which is something I look for in an eyeliner. And the second trait I look for is the longevity. These 2 fairly okay, they last for most of the day, but they're better than the other eyeliners I've tested so far from the drugstore. So that's it, I think. So those are my favorite products from the drugstore. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.